Wait, what? Hey, this is the Wait, What? Podcast with Mandy Brooke. I'm an entertainer, content creator, and musician. You may know me from my song parodies and funny antics on Instagram and TikTok. On my podcast, we try to make sense of the confusing parts of life because literally we're all winging it and have no idea what we're doing, and that's totally okay. So relax, grab a glass of wine, and let's chat. Happy holidays, friends. Gosh, I cannot believe we're looking at Thanksgiving next week, and then Christmas, and then 2024. This year has flown the fuck by. The older I get, the faster time is going. It's just nuts. But let's pull it back. Let's calm down. Let's just survive the holidays first. So the holidays are supposed to be a really happy time, right? The turkey, the wine, the family get-togethers, the love and the gifts and the kids. But it can also represent some shitty shit. You know, there are really difficult family dynamics and fights and drama. And the holidays can also have a very cruel way of reminding us of the things that may no longer be in our lives. Bitch, I fucking get it. I was separated one Christmas, then divorced the following Christmas. It's just, the holidays are a bit hard for me. So today, I'm going to be chatting with my mom about how to survive the holidays in one piece, or at the very least, give you a sense that you're not alone in your feelings. Let's get into it. Welcome to the podcast, Mom.
Hello, Mandy Brooke.
Your skin looks really good right now.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. So, the holidays, what a fucking shit show.
Here we go.
I was just saying before, like, I can't believe Thanksgiving is a week away.
It's insane.
It really
This year flew by.
fucking flew the fuck by.
Yeah, it really did.
Why does time go by so quickly?
I don't know, but I remember old people telling me everything goes so quickly, and I was thinking, yeah, no, it does. It does. The older you get, the quicker it gets. Seems like.
How did you enjoy the holidays when you were with, like, us as kids? I'm sure it went by a little bit slower when you do have kids.
It seems like it never ends. So much work. It's so much work when you have little kids. It's just all the preparing, and you want them to have the best of everything. Even if you don't have any money or anything, you want to bake some cookies, or you want to, whatever it is, you want to make it special for them. And you just work really hard as a parent to do that. You really do. I did. I know that. And I know a lot of people who did, you know, my brothers and sisters and their wives and every husbands, and worked very hard for their children to have a really good Christmas.
I always had good Christmases as a kid. I don't remember a bad Christmas. You guys did such a good job.
Well, that's relieving.
I
didn't fuck you up there.
You fucked me up in other places, but not Christmas. I fucked my own self up with Christmas. I never understood when my aunt, I'm not going to say the names, but our aunt hates Christmas so much and the holidays.
Despise some.
And I never understood why until I got older. And I was like, oh, because the weight of life just weighs on you.
Just crushes you. You crawl into a hole and stay there until it's over.
Because it does remind you of the things that aren't in your life, but also maybe some regrets too.
Sometimes it's just enormous.
God, remember when I blew up Christmas like 3 years ago?
Sure did. Sure did. I remember that.
That was awful. It was the worst Christmas of my life.
Like, what the actual fuck is going on right now? But yeah, that was something.
Yeah, I separated from my then husband on the 22nd of December.
There was so much joy. Like, stop it. It was awful.
It was so fucking horrible.
I'm being sarcastic, of course.
We're laughing because if we don't laugh, we'll cry. It was awful. And then the following year was also awful.
To me, that was even more awful.
Really?
Almost, yeah.
Okay.
Because I think the first year was like, it was just so like awful.
It was like a bomb went off.
That I didn't even comprehend what was going on until the following Christmas. And then that was equally or worse, because then it settled in that, one person wasn't there, and, we love and adore that person to this day.
To this day.
And, things happen in the family that weren't the best. And, another Christmas blew up. Yay.
And then I realized at that moment what my aunt was always talking about, why she despised Christmas and the holidays.
I remember calling her up and saying, I'm so sorry, because I get it now. I get it. And I'm so sorry that I didn't get it before. I'm glad I didn't get it before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want anybody to ever get it.
And then it reminds you, too, on the other end of all the ways you were let down. This is such a positive podcast
Boy,
episode.
I can't wait to get through this sucker. Yeah, this is going to be awesome.
Well, I'm trying to relate to whoever's listening. Like, yo.
Bring the depression on early. Let's go.
Merry Christmas. Let's serve ourselves a big heaping glass of fucking depression. Shaken, not stirred. Remember the Santa Claus? I used to watch that every fucking year.
What?
The Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah.
The elf that comes down, she was like, here's your hot cocoa, shaken, not stirred. And remember the year?
She was the cutest elf.
So cute. And I begged you. I was like, can you please make me hot cocoa with milk, but you need to shake it. And you put it in a bowl with a lid on it, and that's the only way you could shake it.
I did.
You really...
I do go to extremes to get you what you want, don't I? Damn.
That's why I'm so fucked up,
I don't
Mom.
remember that.
You fucked me up.
Because I did everything I could for you? Yeah, that's a great excuse. Yeah, keep on blaming it on mothers, bitch. You're an awful person.
Warning to all the mothers out there, don't give your kids everything they want. Because they'll just be on a podcast in the future. Just
making you talk about all the things you tried to do for your kid. Kiss my ass. Just know that I spent every holiday so freaking fucking tired I couldn't hardly hold my head up. Just know that.
I love you, Mom, so much. Thank you.
Too.
Thank you so much for everything you did for me. We'll be right back after we hear from our sponsors that make this podcast possible. Red light therapy can cost an arm and a leg, but Hygge Health has made at-home red light therapy devices affordable and effective. Using red and near-infrared light, Hygge devices stimulate your cells to produce more energy, improve the elasticity and collagen production in your skin, grows your hair, lowers inflammation, decreases muscle pain, and so much more. As a skincare junkie myself, I've been using my Hygge devices for over 3 years. I love my Pro 300 device, which I use for 5 minutes a night before applying all of my lotions and serums. Click the link in my show notes and use code MandyBrook for 10% off your Hygge red light device. Herbal Face Food is the most potent anti-aging skincare product on the market. Period. And I should know because I've been using it for months and I've literally been obsessed. Herbal Face Food isn't a magic potion. It's simply the best of plant science at work. No fillers, no chemicals, no BS. The powerful potent serum is packed with antioxidants that heal your skin at a cellular level from the outside in and addresses the top signs of aging in 3 days or less. I personally noticed a huge difference in my skin texture and the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles when I combined both the Serum 1 and the Cure to my routine. My skin tag on my neck actually fell off as well. It was gross, but amazing. So I definitely recommend. Click the link in my show notes and use code MandyBrook for 20% off your first order. Mandy with a Y, Brook with an E. Oh my God. But yeah, so there's a lot of people out there, especially with difficult family dynamics. I mean, I have friends of my own that... I have friends of my own, actually.
Do you really?
I have so many friends. But they can't get out of certain family functions, and it causes them their peace.
I'm glad that that's not my position. Like, I genuinely love my family, even if we're just dysfunctional as fuck. But what are some pieces of advice that you can give to someone that with a difficult family, from the woman that told her whole other side of the family to fuck off on a family function?
Well,
Setting boundaries, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you got to decide whether it's worth your peace or not, you know? Make up your mind you're going to go and deal with it and just get through it, or you just don't go and deal with that. So pick your poison. Pick your nose. I don't know.
You know, you don't have to go to every family fucking function. You really, really don't. And just because your mom is guilting you into doing something doesn't mean you have to do it.
Absolutely not. Here, listen to me, people. Your mother, on the most normal side, I would think, wants you to be happy.
Yes.
So if you call her up and say, I have a family now of my own and I'm going to do A, B, and C. Or if they're single and they say, I'm going to go do A, B, and C, and they're going to be happy doing that, it's okay. Like, I'm okay with that. And I think, like, yes, like, I'll miss you and I want selfishly for you to be in my presence. But I think a lot of parents or whatever struggle with, like, letting go. And I feel like when you get older, your kids are older and they want to go do different things, you got to be okay with that. And a lot of parents, I think, I would assume, struggle with kind of being selfish, like wanting them to stay in their tradition or whatever.
Especially when they have families and stuff, like their kids, grandkids.
I always just bring up, like, you know, like if you guys had kids or something, they got to form their own traditions and stuff. And that's a good thing.
Yeah. My
mom encouraged that, like, stay home with your kids, you know? I remember when I first had you guys, I remember you guys were babies. And in our family, the tradition used to be that whoever had the newest baby would be able to stay home. So everybody would come to us.
That makes so much sense.
Or, you know, whoever had the youngest one. So one year it would be us, and next year it would be somebody else's, and next year it would be somebody else's, or whatever, depending on the babies. And that worked for a long time. But then, you know, your kids get older and your kids have kids, and then there's other things going on, and they don't want to travel, you know, 2 hours down. There's just a whole lot of dynamics that you got to just consider or reconsider. And it's hard for people to do that.
I always liked that rule. Like, whoever had the kids, that's the house that you went to. Because expecting, like, a new mom to put their baby in the van and then, you know, trying to have a good Christmas. And I have a friend personally who has a new family, and she was trying to navigate all of, like, her mom and his mom and which house are we going to go to for Thanksgiving and then Christmas. And then she just threw up her hands and was like, you know what? We're going to do our own thing. And you both are more than welcome to come to our house, but we are not bending over backwards because we have our own family now.
Yep.
And
that should be okay.
Yeah.
That's called boundaries.
So what if you are encountering a narcissistic mother, though, that is guilting you into doing things? You're not narcissistic. Thank fucking God.
Throw some boundaries up now or throw them up later, one or the other, but you're going to have to put them down at some point or just be miserable.
I think establishing the boundaries early, though, before the holidays hit, is essential.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you know that you're not going to go to your narcissistic mother's or something for Christmas or something, like laying that groundwork down early and saying, you know, like, we're not coming down for Christmas, but let me give you some options. A day before Christmas, the day after Christmas, you know, we're going to spend the whole day with you. Or why don't you come up the day after Christmas, and that way you can see all the kids' toys and enjoy some one-on-one time with them, and then you don't have to deal with them during the holidays. You can establish your own little tradition and then still appease.
Yeah.
I think that's a good option. Leave the kids in their pajamas all day and let them play with their toys that they got from Santa Claus the night before.
And we have our pajama day the day after Christmas. That is our family tradition.
And you know why we have that? Because I was so fucking tired. Because I was so fucking tired. I was like, we're going to do pajama day the day after Christmas. And that's why. It was a free-for-all because I didn't give a fuck what you guys did. You had enough toys to work it out yourself, play with all your shit, and leave me alone. Let me lay in my bed. Leave me alone in my room. Go eat what you want. I don't give a shit. Eat cookies, eat candy. There's leftover Christmas shit. Just go eat it. That's why.
So, for all the families out there, establish a pajama day because
it works.
It'll benefit you.
The moms and dads need it.
Oh, but there are also people that are spending Christmas, the holidays, alone. Sometimes for the first time, they can't make it back to their home or they're in a position financially where they can't go back. And that's a hard position, too. That's a friend of mine is actually going through that right now. She's like, I just don't know how to navigate this or what to do. And you know what my friend Kelly said? She said, you know what? I just pee on every holiday. And I was like, wait, what? What do you mean? And she says, I just create my own traditions. I just pee on it. If I have a trauma for a holiday, I just pee on it and I forcefully make it my own. And I'm like, you know what? I like that.
Okay, smelling like pee all day, but okay. No, I'm kidding.
I love spending time on my own, so I feel like spending the holidays on my own would be fun, but...
You're weird. That's a weird thing saying that. One day, you're going to be spending the holidays alone.
I mean, I'm not going out of my way to do it now.
And then, and then you're going to be thinking about that statement and being like, that was stupid.
Well,
I'm just saying.
You can make a turkey by yourself.
You're an asshole.
You know what we do, though?
You can make a turkey and go out and get in your car and go around to all the homeless people that you see and do something for others.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other people worse out than you. At least you're able to make a turkey. Them people are sitting out on the street or for whatever reason. It's not for you to judge, but there's always some kindness to be shared somewhere if you're struggling that hard. You do for others that you can't do for yourself.
I love that. Because when you're kind to other people, especially when you're feeling empty, it fills you back up.
Sure does.
You're so right, Mom. I think, too, prioritizing self-care during the holidays, especially if you're by yourself, is very important. To take time for yourself and recharge and reduce stress. Honestly, just engaging in activities that help you relax and stay grounded.
I think, too, if you're by yourself, there's always retirement homes and nursing homes in your area.
Mm-hmm.
Pick your ass up, put some clothes on, and go to a nursing home and talk to them. It doesn't cost a thing, and spend some time with those people. If you play the guitar, bring it. If you sing a Christmas carol. If you
can read a Christmas story.
Bring a book. It doesn't matter. You don't have to spend the holidays alone. Those people that are in the nursing homes may or may not have lost their family or whatever, or their family's too busy. Talk about appreciating your presence.
Yeah. And it's not appreciating presents like gifts. It's appreciating presence.
Yes.
Like, that is the greatest gift of all.
Yep.
Especially to the elderly generation. I love old people so much.
You do. You always have.
Remember that one year that we went to the nursing home and we sang all those Christmas carols and stuff?
Yep. I do. You did that a couple of times.
It was one of my favorite things we ever did.
I remember you coming home from one of them and saying, like, you were little, you're like, Mom, why do the old people cry? It makes me sad when I go up there and sing for them. And then I'm supposed to be bringing them joy, and it's like they cry. And I'm like, they're just memory tears. I don't know. Memories of Christmases past, I guess.
And also the innocence, too. I think a child's choir at Christmas, I don't care where I am.
Yeah.
It will bring tears to my eyes.
True.
Those little innocent voices.
Yeah.
Literally, even talking about it makes me want to cry now.
Yeah. They were so appreciative, though.
Mm-hmm.
And so engaged. You want an audience that is engaged in your presence. I mean, there's no other than going to a nursing home or an old age home and showing up. I mean, just your mere presence is enough.
Yes. Especially for family functions, too. Remember that it's okay to take breaks. My favorite place to go is the bathroom.
Go hide in the bathroom for a few minutes.
I hide in the bathroom for
Well,
at
here's
least
the
5.
thing. You got to know that when you get a whole bunch of people together, there are going to be people that are going to say things that you don't agree with.
Uh-huh.
There are going to be parents that don't watch their children good enough, in your opinion. There's going to be, somebody eating too much of the turkey and being like a glutton and like you didn't get any and whatever the occasion may be where your brother-in-law gets on your nerves or your whatever. You got to go into knowing that.
Mm-hmm.
You need to lower your expectations a little bit.
You got to set realistic expectations for sure.
Amen. The day's not going to go perfectly.
Yeah, you got to set realistic expectations for their behavior because you can control how you respond to them. You can't control them.
Right.
But you can also make a game out of it. Every time Uncle Harold says something racist, just take a shot and you'll be good and drunk by hour 2 and everybody wins,
That's true. That's true.
But going into it, accepting that there may be tension or disagreements, you'll be better prepared to handle them.
And they don't all need to be addressed.
Yeah.
They don't all need to be addressed by your opinion.
You can let it the fuck go.
Yep, you sure can. You can walk away and shove a shrimp in your mouth or eat a cookie.
I think that's where a lot of people go wrong, too. They want to change the behaviors of other people so fucking bad. And it's like, you're never going to do that.
You're going in not like an Uncle Bob or Uncle Joe or Uncle Ray or whatever. If you think that on Christmas they're not going to say something or do something that's going to offend you, well, then you're the idiot. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Stay for the coconut cream pie.
Yeah.
You only make coconut cream pie during the holidays, and it absolutely is just atrocious that you don't give it to me for the rest of the year.
It's true.
You make the best ones.
Thank you.
Oh,
I try.
so good.
You got to just remember that your expectations aren't going to be met every single time.
And especially if you've experienced a lot of pain during the holidays and you're remembering all of that pain, remembering that you're not your memories.
You don't need to punish yourself because of 1 or 2 Christmases or 10 Christmases that didn't go well. It's about the living in the moment. Look, nobody's the same as they were a year ago. Nobody's the same as they were 2 years ago. Nobody's the same as they were yesterday. You are who you are. That day when you wake up, you're that person. Move forward. Like, you're not your past.
Mm-hmm. In my last podcast episode, I had Devery Bryn Donaldson, and we talked about a section in her book that said, before it was painful, it was precious, and perhaps it can be both.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And I feel the holidays can reflect that a lot. Like, maybe it can be both. It can be painful, it can be happy, but that's what life is.
If you didn't have really great memories as a kid and now you're an adult, you can have them now.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be your past. People might...
All is not lost.
Have a horrible, memories of their parents being, like, not good to them or bad Christmases or bad holidays or whatever. And, doesn't mean that you have to do that now.
Absolutely.
But it is hard, and showing some grace and some compassion to people who do not have or have a hard time going through the holidays is also very important. Like, they can't get themselves out. They're not going to go to an old age home, or they're not going to bake cookies. They're just going to crawl in their hole and wait for the holidays to be over. And if that's the way they deal with it, and that's the best way that they can get through it, then leave them be.
Yeah.
Let them do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let them know that you're there for them and that you understand and that you
support them.
You support them and you love them and you wish this wasn't the way, that you wish that you could make it better. You can't make everything better sometimes, and you got to let them deal with it however they see best fit. just let them know that you are there in case they want to get out of that funk or whatever. And, you know, having compassion for people who don't deal with the holidays the way you think they should.
Another thing about surviving the holidays is like being broke at Christmas and then,
Sucks.
oh my fuck.
Sucks.
And like, oh, what am I gonna get? Like these people, and I have no fucking money.
But I have to say, one of the most memorable Christmases, the Christmas we didn't do anything. We went up to that cabin. We didn't have any Christmas presents. We were just together. We played games. We cooked. We laughed. I mean, I never laughed so hard in my life. You know, your father had tears coming out of his eyes because he was laughing so hard. And, you know, all we focused on was being together and having fun. And it wasn't about presents. And it was the best. I loved that. We did that one other time here at the house, and it was fine. We didn't go big on presents and stuff like that. I like the more thoughtful gift anyway.
I like a thoughtful gift too. I've never been a present person.
Yeah, me neither.
Like, I don't enjoy the process of gifts. I feel so much pressure to give the perfect gift or whatever. And
you're a pretty good gift giver too.
I am. I really do feel like I am because I put my heart into it. Like if I'm going to give somebody a gift, it's just not my love language. But then when I have friends that are very gift oriented, I just feel so pressured.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like people remembering my fucking birthday. Because I'm not a birthday gift person. I'm not a gift person. Does that make me a bad person?
No.
I like to give throughout the year. Oh, I saw the skincare thing. Here it is. Yeah. Like, I don't like to feel pressured giving gifts on a particular day. And maybe that's selfish. I don't know. But
I don't think that's selfish. I think that's pretty normal, actually. And God, when people get older, forget about it. Like,
Jesus.
It's so hard to get anybody older a gift. Like, it's really hard.
Dad is always so hard to get for, unless it's like a music equipment thing. But
he's gonna know about it anyway.
Yeah, he's gonna know about it anyway because he's gonna pick it out. But it's like, what the fuck do you get?
I gave up a long time ago.
What the fuck do you get, Uncle Harold? You know what I mean? Like, what?
Some people aren't great at receiving gifts, as you said.
Yeah.
And and that's just the way it is. You're not going to change it. So the reaction that you want so hard to get from them, and that's basically what it is. You want their like when you put your whole heart and soul and tater hole into a present, you have an expectation of how they're going to react. I don't care who you are. That's a true statement.
Exactly.
And when they don't fulfill that for you, that's not on them. That's on you.
And you're just sitting there like, oh, well, fuck me then.
Yeah. I worked really hard on that. And that's happened to me before. I worked really hard on some things and the reaction was kind of, went sideways. And I was just like, wow, why? But I went back to why I did what I did, why I bought what I bought or whatever, gave what I gave. And it came from a very loving and genuine place. And that's where you got to go back to. Like
this year, I decided that instead of physical gifts, I'm going to be giving out cards to people. I know this sounds so dumb, but I believe in manifesting. I believe in envisioning, a few seconds of someone's life, and that is a gift to them, really. And so whenever somebody asks me like, oh, how can I support you right now? I always say, if you think of me, envision me walking a cobblestone street in Italy and feeling fresh and free and happy. That's what I want. If you want to give me support, that's what I'd like. And they're always like, oh my gosh. And so this year I've decided to do that for other people. So instead of giving a physical gift, I'll write down, when you cross my mind this year, I'm going to envision this for you. And you're feeling this way. And it can be so deeply personal to that person. I think that would be so much better than just, oh, here's like a candle.
So I'm not getting nothing this year? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, you're going to get some.
Just kidding.
Mom, I see you at the cliffs of Moher in Ireland.
I think that's beautiful.
Well, thanks. I mean, now you're not going to get it.
getting shit.
No, it's fine.
I actually do think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh. Dryer went off.
your
My sheets are done.
Your laundry's done.
Well, can that be my cue to go, like, I don't know, be done, smoke cigarette? Can we be done with this? Happy freaking holidays.
Hope you're not depressed as fuck. It's fine.
Find your joy, people. Find your joy.
Find your joy. It's,
anywhere you can.
It's there. You just gotta grab it.
Merry fucking Christmas.
Merry fucking Christmas. Well, that was definitely a different episode for sure. I had notes for that conversation, but as it does with conversations with my mom, we just get really real and authentic. And sometimes the holidays suck, but sometimes they're great. We're just all trying to survive life at the end of the day. So if you loved that episode, please subscribe, rate, and review this podcast so it becomes more visible to besties like you. Until next time, be a fucking delight, bitch. Bye.